What's up, Epic 7? Before we jump into today's stream, I just want to give a special shout out to today's sponsor, Huawei Appgallery. Appgallery is running a new promotion for the month of May, making it even easier to access coupons, offering 20% or more off your Epic 7 purchases and 25% value in physical prizes. Installing Appgallery is simple. Just follow these instructions or check out the how-to video linked in the description of today's VOD. Once installed, claiming your coupons is as simple as clicking the promotion section, scrolling down, claiming your coupons with the footballs that you have earned, and then going to make your purchase. Your coupons will be there waiting for you, not just in Epic 7, but in all your Huawei games. Check out me getting this $100 pack for under $50. Huawei has saved me tons of money across the games that I play, and I know they can do the same for you. Check out the link in the description of this VOD for information on how to start saving with Huawei today. What's up, Epic 7? Happy Wednesday. How the hell are you guys? Yo, what's up? Ahmed, Beardy, Cursed Kratos, Reinhold, I see you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Epic 7. You guys having a good day? Ow! What's up, yo, Maddie? Deity is back streaming. Good. I like Deity. He's a right topper bloke. A real cool fruit who always knows where his towel is at. Queenom, Azoth, Raphael. Good to see you guys. Almost as good as seeing this ML5 right here. Oh my God. I'm just kidding. It's a 4-star. Drop the kids off at school. Getting around to doing your schoolwork. Ooh, something green, something green, something green. Who do we want? Who do we want? Ooh, a Pavel or a Saria or a Celine. We have lots of good green options. Show me one of those, please. Oh yeah, Ludwig. Make it a Ludwig if you don't mind. Just turn yellow. It's gonna mage. Turn yellow. Now spark. Now spark. You tease. You absolute tease. I got a stripper, guys. That would have been so hype. How many Ludwigs do I have? Let's see. I got one. I got one here. And what about in storage? Yeah, you like it, Sue? I'll send you the link if you want. It's DMCA free. He did a couple of near covers. Well, let me ramp it up for you a little. There's a link to the cover for you. Oh, it helps if I put that in the YouTube chat, doesn't it? There's a link for you, Sue. Enjoy. You should do an Automata playthrough. I think that would be hype, man. I'd be there for it. Oh yeah, waiting room. How many more Ludwigs do we have? We have got a whole bunch of nada. How do I not have a metric F ton of Ludwigs? That is disappointing, but hey, at least we have one. What's up, SC Warrior? Yeah, I'm ready for Urvalins. I've got a metric F ton of Urvalins. You throw them away. I don't throw away Ludwig. Ludwig's one of my favorites. Points. Ooh, guys, we get an artifact. We get an artifact. New one comes out tomorrow. New one comes out in about 10 hours. There's no maintenance tonight. We jump right into Mr. Ludwig. I'm looking forward to it. Cleve really needed this. Need a way to stop this nasty Setska meta. Is it October 22nd yet? Oh, poor Beardy. And you know it's Final Fantasy, so the chance of it releasing on time is not that great. But hopefully. Oh! Something sparkly. It's a thief. It's Ran. Okay. ML Ran when? ML Ran's a tough one. ML Ran's voice actor passed away. So it means they'd have to replace him. And I know people are like, but they've replaced voice actors before. I was like, yeah, but this situation's a little different. I mean, eventually I guess it's got to happen, but I don't know. My Guild War broken? Haven't looked yet, Beardy. How many Rans is that? I've got a triple S Ran and an A imprint Ran. That one we'll just put in the storage. But we do have... Yeah, exactly. It's tragic. He was well loved, and you can't... I mean... How long is a long enough time to wait, right? I mean... I don't know. Artifact. Holy sacrifice. Let's go. Assassin's Pledge. One day they will buff Robin and make her amazing. One day, Robin. All right, guys, let's just jump in because I started a little bit late. I do need to go to the gym and it's already like lunchtime here. So let's not let grass grow under our feet. It is Wednesday, and that means we've got a news drop, an update, and things happening tonight. So let's jump into Epic 7 and see what is happening this week with our Epic 7 New Era updates. We have got 4 pieces of news. We got the update content, arena season closing, Prophet Guild War tournament, and Abeg Ludwig drop raid up banner. Let's work from the bottom up. So our 611 content update for today. We have got GM Dominial. Please note that for this week, no maintenance will be required and the update will be applied automatically. The update details provided in this notice are subject to change and may be different from the actual update. See below for more details. Guys, there is no maintenance this week. We're going to go straight into Ludwig's banner at 11 p.m. Eastern time. If you're in a different time zone, Google it. I suck at time zones, but I know it's at 11 p.m. Eastern. You'll be able to pull for Abeg Ludwig, the new hero. We never really talked about Ludwig. So let's go check out his kit and see how good this guy actually is. Ludwig's always been one of my favorites in the game. I've used him in every form to cleave one way or another. Let's see if this one is any different. So, guys, meet Abeg Ludwig. Very good, YouTube. Very good. Why? Why would it be muted? Windows 11. I tell you guys, Windows 11. Such a great operating system.
I'll take it from here. I've no choice but to step in. O will that cleaves through shadows. Connect! Every step towards the light is connected. Abad.
Abad. I love, he's not Abad Ludwig, he's Abad Ludwig. They could have done a grown-up version of Ludwig, but no. He's a nocturne. He is kind of frozen in time, vampire-like. They don't age. So, yeah. That would be weird.
Ludwig is an heir and the last survivor of the Nocturnes. While preparing for a journey to honor the memories of Kisei and Saskia, he is summoned by Ross just because he looks free. During his brief absence, a wave of fanaticism toward the Miracle Chapel sweeps through Ezra. Sensing that something is amiss, Ludwig catches wind of rumors regarding Zero's laboratory. Using his childlike physique to his advantage, Ludwig infiltrates the headquarters of the Black Grail, the group behind the Miracle Chapel. There, he single-handedly succeeds in halting the initial summoning of Necrobidin. However, while trying to single-handedly hold back the Beast of Ruin mid-summon, he sustains a fatal wound. Yet, as his life flashes before his eyes, he encounters a miracle and awakens to a new power.
How old is he again? He's been around since Epic 1. He is literally as old as Ras. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old. Okay, the hero information displayed is subject to change. I'm sure it'll be fine. So, Abad Ludwig is a Capricorn Ranger, so that's pretty nimble for a Ranger. That's the same kind of speed as Fire Knockwall. There's several Capricorn Rangers. He's fast, but he's not stupid fast at 115 speed. He is stacked with effectiveness, so you know he's going to be loaded with debuffs. He has got a metric F-ton of defense. That is an insanely high amount of defense. Decent HP and not much else in the damage stats. He's clearly not here to deliver direct damage.
He's a 5-star Ice Elemental Ranger. He has high defense and effectiveness, and can increase his effectiveness further through his imprint concentration.
Sorry.
Skill 2, Knight Greeting the Dawn.
Why is it doing this?
By 30%. At the end of an ally's turn, when...
Okay, Knight Greeting the Dawn. Okay, that's why his defense is high. Because he has 30% built into his passive. If you seal his passive, he's going to lose a chunk of defense, by the way. Yeah, freaking Windows, I tell you. At the end of an ally's turn, when Souls is 10 or higher, increases combat readiness of the caster by 15%. That would be insane cycling if it wasn't for up in the upper right-hand corner, little hidden up here, 1 turn cooldown. So that means this can only happen once, and then he can CR push up again after he takes a turn. It is 15, 16, 17, 18, 20% CR push. That's still pretty good. If you make him relatively fast, that's going to help him zip around and take multiple turns. It's not insane turn cycling, but come on, he's an RGB non-limited unit. We can't have him be too crazy, right? So yeah, just a nice tempo skill with a little bit of bulk thrown, not a little bit, 30% is huge, a little bit of bulk thrown in to keep him alive for the fight. His skill 3, White Knight. This is the big bang attack, right? This is the signature skill. Dispels 2 debuffs from all enemies. So it's going to be hard to buff stack to prevent him from being able to strip with immunity. Has a 60%, 60, 70, 75, 85% chance to inflict block for 2 turns and silence for 1 turn. I misread this skill when I made my video giving a tier list on who was good on the weakening set. I read the and as a period, I guess. Has a 60% chance to inflict block, and he inflicts silence, and my freaking lizard brain read that as he inflicts silence 100%, and that the block is a percentage chance, and I am incorrect. It is an 85% chance each. So it's an 85 check on the block, then an 85 check on the silence. Next unit, 85 chance on this one's block, 85 chance on this one's silence. So There is some RNG to it, so he is clearly designed around the new weakening set. I don't think it is required. I think you would rather him get a turn at an 85% chance than not get a turn at a 100% chance. But if you got a weakening set to support him, it's clearly best in slot if you can get the gear on or gear score on it. After he does all of that, grants Dawn and Barrier. The barrier is proportional to his max health. It's funny that he gets a big boost to his defense, but the barrier is proportional to his health. But the nice thing is it seems like he's going to be a debuff control mage as opposed to a direct DPS one, so you don't have to worry about attack, crit chance, or crit damage to be able to blow things up. So I guess you can stack a lot of health on him and use the passive to give him the defense he needs to be bulky. What's Dawn do? Dawn increases the amount of souls acquired by 100%, and after attacking has a 25% chance to inflict stun on a target for 1 turn. Okay, so weakening set's looking better and better on him. That's not a 25% chance to stun. That is a 40% chance to stun if he is on weakening set, because weakening set will increase that as well. So it's like having a built-in abyssal crown on his skills on top of doing block and silence. He is a control unit all in one. Wasn't he a mage in the story? Am I going nuts? You are completely sane. It's happened before. It's rare. It's rare that in the story they're one class, but in the game they're another class. The only other instance I can think of it happening is Green Leica. When you meet Green Leica in episode 2, I believe she's a warrior, and then when she was released as a unit, she was a ranger. 99% of the time, the class and element ink over into the fight, or into the actual playable unit, but it's not that there isn't precedence for it. Okay, if you soul burn, it increases the barrier strength. We'll get into why later, but I don't think you ever press the soul burn button on this for a thicker barrier. It better be an insane barrier on soul burn. But one thing to note is the increase the amount of souls acquired by 100% is very specific language. If you go and look at Bellion, because as soon as people see units that are contingent on souls, Bellion stocks shoot through the roof, right? Bellion's language is very, very specific. Bellion doesn't say stops souls. She says reduces souls by 100%. So if she reduces soul acquisition by 100% and Ludwig increases soul acquisition by 100%, cancels each other out. It's like Bellion's not even on the team. So when Dawn goes up and he uses a skill, he will gain souls. When other units on your team use skills, they will gain souls. If units are wearing artifacts that generate souls, as long as Dawn is up, he'll generate souls. But mind you that Dawn is only applied to the caster. So other allies can't generate souls. But if Ludwig is wearing a soul-generating artifact like Unseen Observer, he'll get the souls from Unseen Observer because of Dawn. So that'll help him continue to build souls. Bellion will still stop soul generation at the start of the fight because Dawn will not be up at the start of the fight. So bring books into the fight, you're not going to see those books. This is clearly why they made him a ranger. They didn't want him on Freeren's artifact, right? They didn't want him on unlimited hot and cold running souls. You imagine getting 6 souls every time he takes a turn? That's crazy. Okay, block is debilitating. Silence is debilitating. Either one shuts the enemy down. That's why I think if you don't run him on a warfare set, a weakening set, you're probably still okay. Because you're going to stick block or silence. And either one kind of, silence shuts the enemy down and block keeps an enemy who's not silenced from cleansing other enemies. It's still some RNG. Weakening's definitely better set on him, but I don't think it's as required as people say it is. Let's see what else he can do other than just this S3 and controlling and locking down the enemies with blocks and silences and stuns. Remember, there's lots of stuns in there too. No, it's just a stun for one target after attacking. This skill isn't an attack. This is a non-attack skill. So far, he's got a non-attack passive and a non-attack skill. So his S1 must be where the damage is. So his S1 skill, Moonlight, attacks the enemy with Moonlight, The skill's named Moonlight. He attacks the enemy with it. All right. When the caster is granted Dawn, activates Light of Condemnation as an extra attack. Light of Condemnation can only be activated once per turn during the caster's turn. Please do not confligate extra attack with extra turn. Extra attacks are not extra turns. Fervor set will not do extra damage on this. Light of Condemnation acquires 5 souls, which if Bellion is in play, means he only gets 5 souls. And if Bellion is not in play, remember that Dawn doubles the soul acquisition, so he'll get 10 souls. Attacks all enemies and consumes all souls, regardless of if the unit attacks, inflicting 1,000 additional damage. Additional damage increases proportional to the amount of souls consumed, up to 25,000 damage. That means on Pursuit set, he's going to do a cool 30k if you consume enough souls. Now, Bellion will definitely slow down the soul consumption, the soul acquisition, and therefore the soul consumption. So this will not hit anywhere near as hard. She's still going to be a strong counter to him, but he will still be able to do damage even if Bellion's in play. If Bellion's not in play, he should nuke. And the additional damage dealt, here's the thing, guys. I think you mola this skill to maximum. Get that maximum chance. And I think you mola this skill to get the CR boost. Get that to max. This skill, you don't put a damn mola in this. Without any attack, crit chance, or crit damage, he's going to hit like a wet noodle. I doubt you'll get out of the triple digits on the damage when this guy hits. All of his damage is directly from this fixed true damage, which is not modified by the skill enhance. So don't waste your mola on the S1 and try to get him to friendship 15 as quickly as possible so you can maybe mola up his other skills. Let's check out how hard this skill hits.
5,000.
Oh, wait, is he even going to show us? Hang on here.
Additional damage.
So there's the hit. Yeah, see what I mean? 500 damage from that S1 skill. It's not doing anything. Oh, heck, it was even less than that because that's with the damage being splooshed into Witch from what's hitting the nurse. But here's the pop damage.
Proportional to the amount of consumed soul, up to...
That's pretty good. I mean, don't get wrapped up in that 50k. That's because everything transferred forward. But that's his big damage, is that pop damage based on the soul consumption.
25,000.
Oh, this is going to be so fun to play against, guys. Who is ready to play against Control Unit plus Resurrection Cleanse Unit plus Estelle? Yay! Please don't play her like this. Don't be the terrorist in my story.
Additional damage increases proportional to the amount of consumed soul, up to 25,000.
Okay, an artifact, because you know he's got to have one. Abad's Orb. Some nights become the hope that leads to daybreak for Ludwig, who is heading towards the dawn after a long darkness. There is no longer any reason to hesitate. At the start of the first battle, acquires 10 souls. Just like Tagahel's ancient book, but cut in half. He'll start the fight with 10 souls. Bellion in play will keep that from proccing. At the end of the turn, has a 75% chance of plus 15 up to 100% chance. Fun fact, guys, if you're putting this artifact on Ludwig, how much do you need this leveled to? Pop quiz, chat. What do you need this level to if you're running this artifact on Ludwig to have a 100% chance? Plus 21. At plus 21, this will be an 85% chance to proc. And at an 85% chance to proc, plus the 15% you get from weakening set, it's a 100% chance. Anybody that levels this higher than plus 21... will kind of be wasting imprints. It's not affected. It 100% is affected, Cookie. Unless it says somewhere in here that it is not impacted by weakening set. Oh my god, it's not a debuff. You're right. Oh, I take it all back. It needs to be plus 30. Everybody in chat failed the pop quiz except Cookie. I knew the answer all along. I was just testing you guys. You all failed. I'm the one who should be upset that you thought I didn't know the answer to this, but I'm going to let it go because I don't want you to feel bad on top of being wrong. This does need to be plus 30. Remember that weakening set only impacts debuffs. Very good, Cookie. Move to the front of the class. So yes, it is a whale artifact if you want the souls. At the end of the turn, has a chance to acquire 5 souls. And remember, if his Dawn effect is up, that's doubled. So he will acquire 10 souls at the end of his turn. Only 5 if Bellion is in play. So this is kind of like a better... I guess if you tilt your head sideways and squint a little bit, it's a better Freeren's ring in the sense that it's going to give you 10 souls when he takes a turn instead of 3, but it is limited to 3 times, unlike Freeren's artifact, which is unlimited. But unlike Freeren, this guy is not meant to stick around for long fights. He is meant to come in and blow things up, and then your cleanup crew comes in and finishes off what's left. So it's definitely best in hit for him. It is also a ranger artifact. It also only gives you 10 souls at the start, whereas Freeren's can give you 20 plus 30. And regardless, Freeren's the mage artifacts. Why we've been talking about it, this is probably his best in slot artifact, unless you are worried about him getting sniped, in which case you will probably need to slap guiding light on him to keep him invisible. Otherwise, he might get silenced, he might get reset, he might get pushed back. There's lots of ways to stop this guy if he's visible. Lots of ways to stop him if he's not visible too, but if you can manage to get him through with this artifact, it's going to make him drop a nuke even harder.
This artifact, Abad Orb.
So this is an artifact that could likely be good on a whole host of rangers. There's a lot of really fast rangers out there, turn 1 rangers, and this is just free souls. It's 15 free souls for your team, and then that ranger uses a skill, and you generate 18 souls. So if you have some, like who? Sea Phantom Politis, Pirate Captain Flan, possibly ML Lua. I mean, they're out there. So yeah, I think this is an artifact you definitely slam on the wish list once his banner is over. Because remember, he's not limited. You can wish list Ludwig and you can wish list his artifact afterwards. It's Tag's Book for Rangers, guys. It's better than Tag's Book for Rangers. Pretty good. So anyway, let's see. Let's see how this guy does in a fight, and let's talk about his utility.
Silence is chaos. Illuminate the darkness.
The
I don't know about you guys, but when I look at this, I mean, how do you not look at this unit and this animation and be like, oh yeah, I see it now. That's a ranger. All right. Okay, he's a ranger like Tayu is a fire or water unit.
The Abad light finally heading towards dawn.
I like
able to meet Abad Ludwig through the
I like Tom Cruise hanging out on his head. That's pretty cool. The lobby animation's cute. So here is a control tank down comps. This is one way they obviously want you to play them, where you are just locking the enemy team down, right? You're fearing them with a control unit. You're blocking and silencing them with Ludwig. Now watch his CR push. You see him move 20% down the line. He's going to take turns pretty quickly, but he does have to walk all the way back up. And man, if Nodos shakes off that fear, he still can't put you into Dominion because he's silent, so he can't pull the S3 trigger.
How troublesome.
And nobody could cleanse it off of him because he is wearing blocks, so he can only cleanse himself. Artifacts that are going to, or the Sweet Miracle artifact is going to be exceedingly valuable in this. And now he's able to pull the trigger and drop bombs. Because it took him time to take turns, other units taking turns have generated souls, allowing him to drop even more damage. So he's got some use in turn 2 comps. Now, the one everybody would want to see, right, is what does he look like when there's no damage mitigation, right? With the big bang attacks. So this would be more of a cleave situation. We've done a little bit of control and you're going to build up a ton of souls and then he can drop his bomb. So let's see what we got here. We have got about 19 souls.
Let's return as soon as possible.
With 19 souls, with no mitigation, 12,000 damage to everything. You're going to have to build up a lot of souls to get the really big bombs to drop, but he is capable of up to 25,000 damage. Now, if you put a pursuit set on him, you can amplify that to 30% damage. There is a world where you're going to cleave with them. I am going to cleave with them. I'm going to run this guy with Oxlots on a book and Zeo on a book, and I'm going to push his ass up and have him on his own artifact, and I'm going to rip that S3 and see if I can explode things, right? You will not want to run him with Fahrakin. Every time he takes a turn, there goes Fahrakin's barriers practically. So you don't want to run him with a unit who is reliant on souls to fuel his damage, along with a unit who's reliant on souls to stay alive. ML Aria can take souls away from him, reducing damage. Yeah, running him with Nurse is a good idea. Running him with a ROM is a good idea. Running him with other tags, books, units is a good idea. Running him with control teams. Putting him not just with Sigrid, but get a Witch of the Mere Tenebri in there. Get a Silverblade Araminta in there. If the enemy is not taking turns, if the enemy is locked down and Ludwig gets to cycle, or other units get to cycle and build up souls, Ludwig's just going to keep dropping bomb after bomb after bomb. So, yeah, this is a very interesting, fun unit, and he spits in the face of Setska. And she probably likes it because Setska be like that. And the reason for that is, notice the language on Light of Condemnation. Regardless of whether the attack hits, inflicts damage up to 25,000. You can miss, and she'll counter, and as long as your Ludwig doesn't die from the counter, and he shouldn't because Ludwig's got a boatload of health, 25k damage. Blowing up most Setskas, killing every Fahrakin in the game, crapping all over Spirit Eye Selene. If you can get the souls to do the maximum damage, this will hit through evasion. And that's huge for him. And that's huge for all of us who are so sick and tired of the Setska meta. It gives an answer to that. Damage share and damage mitigation is still going to be a problem. Estelle is still going to be a problem. The scale still be a problem. But he does this so often, he can eventually chew through that as well. Crapping on Setska is all I needed to hear, or crapping on Fahrakin is all I needed to hear. Yep, remember what I told you guys? It was like we got to get Fahrakin again. She's too strong. Collab units have about a 6-month lifespan, a 12-month lifespan, and in those 12 months, they're amazing. But towards the last few months, you start to see a lot of counters come out, and by the time a year's gone by, they start to be 4 or 5 picks. They start to fall off the meta. They're still very good, but they're not unstoppable. So yeah, Ludwig looks really strong. Should you pull him? No. We've said this 1,000 times. If you are free to play, wait until the middle of July. See how he is performing. See if he looks like somebody who solves a problem for you. Somebody who becomes an important unit that you need. That maybe he is the difference between you getting a frame in RTA season and not. Wait until the middle of July. His banner is not middle of July, middle of June. His banner is 3 weeks long. It will be up all the way to the end of the month. And hopefully that gives you enough future sight to see if a summer rerun is showing up in July, to see if summer units are showing up. Summer units are going to happen. And people are like, well, if they haven't, maybe they'll skip it this year. Every single year, all the way back to 2020, we have had summer units. They've never skipped it. It's major money for them. They will do it. And here's the thing, right? They can't wait until November to release summer units unless we're doing summer in Brazil, which could be a fun thing. But summer units always happen in the summer. Now, sometimes that could be as early as May or June. Sometimes it's as late as August, September, but they always come. And Ludwig is not limited. You can wish list them. and pick them up later. If you're free to play, you do not want to miss out on summer units. If you miss out on Ludwig, you wish list them and you luck sack them. If you miss out on summer units, you wait until summer of 2027 before you get another shot at them, and you don't want to be in that position. When are they dropping summer? They're dropping it in the summer. And I hate to be plucky like that, but it's true. We don't know. You can look at the history and see, usually they're in July, usually, most commonly in July. But one year they did them in at the end of August, beginning of September, and one year they did it in May, beginning of June, but usually in July. And Ludwig is not limited, so you can get them whenever, unlike summer units. You just can't get those. So if you're free to play, hardcore free to play, maybe just sit back, wait and see. Does he dominate the meta? Is he completely counterable and isn't as big of a deal as you thought? I mean, you get a Zeo to S3 this guy and silence him, and suddenly he's useless as boobs on a boar. It's not, if played right, he's going to be devastating, but I don't think he is going to be a required unit. But wait and see if he is, if he's required for you. Now, if you swipe or you spend, or you're a collector and you want to have everything, then yeah, you do you. But we're expecting it every time there's an update, every time there's an announcement. We're kind of like, let's look and see if they announced summer yet, or if we got to wait till the next time through. Will I pull for Ludwig? Shit, yeah, but I don't mind spending, so that's my bag. If you guys are playing free to play, be careful about spending on non-limited RGB units. Think about him on Biblis's already. Seems really fun. Biblis is already. You're talking about Iron. That's Bologna's artifact. I'm just so used to putting Iron Throne on Biblis. Biblis is not gardening shears. Gardening shears? Is that what you're talking about? After using an attack that targets all enemies except for a basic skill, has a 60% chance of a random debuff and grants stealth. It could be decreased attack, increased speed, unhealable, and silence. I mean, it definitely leans into being a control unit for sure, but you're taking so much of his damage away, not running him on that soul artifact. If you're doing this, I'm not entirely sure why you wouldn't just run Guiding Light, but maybe. I don't know, man. We'll play. We'll definitely cook and play around for sure. So those of you looking forward to Abad Ludwig, he will be out. That's loud. So those of you looking forward to Abad Ludwig, he will be out tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. You can go pull for him. There'll be, of course, some leafs for trying him out in the event tab. His artifact, I do think you want multiples of this. It is kind of a whale artifact if you want the soul generation. Remember, without it, he still does good damage, but with this proc, he will do even more damage. Something to notice. Say you got this at plus 15 and there's a 75% chance to activate. It's not can only be activated 3 turns. It can only be activated 3 times. So if you get 25%ed and the artifact doesn't proc, you still have 3 more chances for it to proc. It can proc 3 times. Even if it takes 25 turns because you're the unluckiest son of a bitch ever to proc those 3 times, it will still proc 3 times eventually. So you got to decide if you really feel the need to max this out. You may just be like, oh, I didn't get it this time. I'll get it in the next 3 turns. I'll get it. Drop rate up is active until June the 2nd. So or July the 2nd. So like I said, maybe wait until the end of July to see if this unit is right for you. If you're free to play friendly, see what's coming next and make that hard decision. Okay, guys, next in the news, Guild Wars 2026 season is finally ending this Friday. Is the last Guild War. You got today's Guild War and the next Guild War. Poof, season done. And we'll go into the season calculation, which means the Guild War tournament will be starting up as early as Saturday. They'll reveal who is in the Guild War tournament, and this was always fun. They usually do a gambling thing with this. Are they doing that too? The winners get all kinds of mystic medals because the rich get richer. Oh yes, here we go. And they're doing a prediction thing. So a little bit of gambling in our not gambling game. You can go in and they give you profit coins and you can bet, and if your team wins you get more profit tokens. You can take those profit tokens and spend them in a shop and get cool rewards. And if you're one of the top guys in, I think you get a little badge or frame reward for being one of the smartest people in guessing who's going to win the Guild War tournaments. It's all for fun, guys. Don't freak out over this. None of these rewards are game changing. I mean, unless you get these and you summon the 5-star of your dreams, right? Cool rewards, name one. Dude, I'm gonna this, it's gonna crack. I'm gonna get the holy sack that I needed. I'm gonna do this. It's gonna pull the second Bryceria I need. They aren't gonna make this stupid broken, guys, because otherwise people who suck at guessing are gonna feel bad. All right, distribute points evenly button, which will distribute all your points. Oh, this is nice. They added this feature that will let you distribute your points evenly amongst everybody. So that's nice. You can do that, and then you can go in and tinker with the numbers. So less button pushing. That's it for that. The E7 WC 2025 winner skin Allure Wings will be available for purchase in the coin shop. Purchase in the shop. Oh, because the skin pass is going away, and when the skin pass is ended, they move Lidica into the skin shop. What is Alluring Wings? This is Lidica. Lidica wears armor. Except when it's Halloween, then Lidica dresses up for you. This is Alluring Wings. So this skin you can purchase in the skin ticket shop tonight. Yeah, New Lounge, it looks like it's not out till October, but a lot of us are very excited about it. All right, guys, that is it for the update. Let's just take a quick peek at the comments. Best, please revamp UI for Secret Shop, make it easier to refresh, increase percentage courage. What's their motivation? I agree it would be nice, but what's their motivation? What's their motivation to make it easier to get resources faster and to let you get the resources faster and encourage people to not spend money in the shop? I mean, from a business standpoint, you're asking them to give away money and have it do nothing to increase retention or playability of the game. It would be nice, but it's like walking into a grocery store and saying, hey, grocery store, would you please cut all your prices in half? And they're like, okay, why? So it's not going to happen. Much as I appreciate the feedback, it's not going to happen. Isn't there a more important problem? The RNL event where you can't even auto farm because it keeps clearing after clearing what? This is a known issue, and they are patching it. In fact, I do think I saw that in the notes. I swear I thought I saw that earlier. It is fixed. Okay, it's fixed now, so that guy's got nothing to complain about anymore. There's a bug where top 30 guilds couldn't participate in the war, making this misturning. We were trying to fix the game. Yeah, I know. This, this is a rough one, right? Because the last two Guild Wars sometimes are make or break for you guys getting into the fight. And I know that this one has been reported. They are paying attention to it. This is what it looks like, right? You get kicked out and you get a message, right? You get the standard message. So you go ahead and hit confirm, and then this happens, and this is the best one. This is the best response. You ready for this? Oh, shit. So, I wish that it was better, but it is what it is. Okay, let's see what else is in the news. Guild War season closing. We talked about this. Let's just take a quick peek to see if there's any other info we missed. The Guild War season's ending. We're in pre-season. I know a lot of people are excited for Guild War season ending because that means we will have access to these glory crests, where we can use these glory crests to buy the mana catalysts and modification boxes and these mana stones that are totally worth 150 glory crests, trust. But here's the thing, these glory crests pay out at the start of regular season, not at the start of preseason. So we probably have at least another 4 weeks. Preseason is usually 4 weeks long, so probably another month to wait until you get those glory crests, unless it was a mistranslation before. Hopefully it was, and we get those glory crests sooner. They are making a change so that the frames will pay out the moment the Guild War tournament ends, so that we don't have issues with people not getting their rewards from participating in the Guild War tournament. I believe it says right, I thought it said in here somewhere. Okay, what else do we have? We have, that's it, guys. The Aubade Ludwig, that's it. Not a lot of news today. I mean, Aubade Ludwig is plenty of news, to be honest with you. I'm looking forward to playing this unit. Let me know if you guys are going to pull for him, or if you're going to wait and see if summer is announced, or if you're just going to wait and see how well he is received. I did a little straw poll on my YouTube to see how many people would be summoning for this bad boy, and man, it is split right down the middle, with half of the people saying, yeah, I think I will, depending on if he's good, and the other half saying, nah, I'm waiting to see for summer. All these opinions are going to change the moment he goes live and we see if he is Aubade trash or Aubade treasure. That's it for the news, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, Epic 7. Woo! Ludwig finally Ludwig isn't a toddler in a chair. Damn, tomorrow already? Yep, he will be available for summons in just under 10 hours. Thoughts on the new Final Fantasy Brave Exvius game? It looks pretty cool. The animation looked tight. Very, very nostalgic. I have minimal faith that it will be released on time, and even if it is, it's not out till October, so right now it's just a big old teaser. So I missed his preview. Can you show off his S3, S2? Yeah.
Take it from here.
Isn't there a... This is the one that gets everybody all weak in the knees. Okay, so count the souls. 30 souls, right? Now we're up to 33 souls. Ludwig uses his S3. Artifact's going to proc, giving him a boatload of souls, doubling the amount he gets from his artifact. Now we're up to 47 souls.
Hate getting hurt. I will lend you the power to take another's life.
S3 here, we're up to 49 souls.
I'm always happy to help.
Pushing Ludwig up, we're up to
Service.
We're up to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 souls.
Or learn a painful lesson.
73 souls. Ludwig S1s. That gets us up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 75 souls. He's now going to consume all of the souls. It'll show one left, but that's his artifact proccing. This means he will do maximum damage. I think we mathed it out that you need somewhere around 55 or 58 souls. Cookie will know. He's a smart cookie. How many souls it'll take for him to do his major nuke. And remember, pursuit set does impact him, and he is on pursuit set, so there you go. And that 30k pop goes through evasion. If a unit dodged, the only difference you'd see is you wouldn't see the little 3-digit number on the end. You'd still get the 30k across the board. Freerun's dead. Setska's dead. Everything dead. Only the tankiest of things survive. And then you still got the rest of your team to clean up what's left. And people are like, oh, my Notice would live that. I'm like, yeah, your Notice will live that with like 300 health, and you better hope you're ready to go immediately into domain, because the next unit, the next Soul Weaver that S1s is probably killing your Notice. But this is the cleave variant. This is with maximum souls. Without maximum souls, here we go. Here's 19 souls. 19 souls from a Ludwig. Sorry, 21 souls. 21 souls. 12,000 damage. But you notice 12,000 damage into School Nurse Yulha down here. 12,000 damage into Bologna up there. See the word miss? Miss on Bologna, no miss on Nodos. Still did the 12,000 damage. It goes right through. 12 souls were consumed? No, 21 souls were consumed, and then he got 10 souls back because Oblade Orb procced, giving him 10 souls at the end of his turn. It consumes them all. It just looks like it left one behind because his artifact procs at the end of his turn and gave him an additional 10. So that's not enough to kill a tanky team, but you can see he is also controlling. He is also dropping stuns from his built-in Abyssal Crown. He's dropping in silences so people can't cleanse. He's dropping in blocks so people can't cleanse and heal the ones that are silenced externally. And because of that lockdown, he gets to cycle around and go through additional hits. And yeah, one 12k hit didn't do it, but he cycles around again. So if you want to run him with a bunch of control units, like Sigrid here, like Witch of the Mere Tenebria, like Silverblade Aramentha, this is a 28 soul hit. Notice all the souls were absorbed, but he is out of his own artifact proccing. And that one did 15k damage. So yeah, he only did 12 the first time, but he's going to lap around pretty quickly because every single time he gets a 20% CR push, it's going to take more turns than I think you expect. So he is a solid unit to use in control comps and tank down comps. He's really, really good into Setska. And as we saw, he is going to be a very solid unit for people that do soul stacking levels of cleaves, which is probably the way that I'll play him. His biggest vulnerabilities are going to be controlled at the start. So things like Guiding Light, maybe you go with that over the soul generating artifact to keep him hidden. Or you're going to have to protect him behind other units, run him with cleansers. If somebody gets a control on him, it's going to be rough. You're running him on the weakening set, and he's only 115 base speed. So I think on a good day, you might be able to get 275, 285 kind of speed on him. Only the real whales of the game are going to be able to get much above that on a weakening set. And even at 300, that's not enough to not just get absolutely reamed by a Renak or destroyed by an RNL. You're going to have to make sure he gets to take a turn. So you're either going to need to run him on a tank down comp or initiate him with a unit that can push him up, like Ahmed, like Brigida, like auxiliary lots. Somebody to get him to take a turn. There's also Bellion, which will cut his damage down. He does soft counter Bellion, but he doesn't hard counter Bellion. So yeah, I think he's a fantastic unit. He looks like a lot of fun to play. I am not convinced he's going to warp the meta, but he is an answer to Setska and Freerin, which are two things we desperately needed answers to. Yo, Rissels, thank you so much for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you. Why not? Why is he not a, why is Bellion not a hard counter to him? Because his Dawn ability allows him to generate souls in spite of Bellion, so he can continue to build up souls and do more than just 1,000 damage per pop. It's not going to be a ton, but he'll... When Dawn is up, the whole team will generate souls? No. When Dawn is up, he will generate souls. The people who are wearing the Dawn buff increases the amount of souls acquired by 100%, but Dawn is only applied to him. So it's unit specific. Only he will generate the souls. But if he is wearing a soul generating artifact, like he will be, that's going to be giving him an additional 5 souls, plus an additional 3 souls, plus an additional 1 soul. So he is still going to be able to drop hits off into Bellion. It's not going to be insane. She definitely neuters his damage a lot. She is definitely the strongest counter against him, but it doesn't mean that... It doesn't mean Bellion is useless, but it doesn't mean Bellion hard counters her. All she does is reduce his damage and slow it down. But it affects the whole team. No, Purity, it is not for the whole team. It is for the caster. Increases the amount of souls acquired by 100%. This buff increases the souls acquired. He is the only one. He is the only one wearing this buff. So he is the only one who gets 100% increase to souls. Everyone else, their soul generation is minus 100. Ludwig, his is minus 100 plus 100. So he gets to generate souls. No, when someone else uses a skill, they don't generate souls because they have minus 100 souls generated when they take a turn. I mean, I can prove it to you. How could I prove it? I could, there's no way to prove it. I can't use seal to do anything around this. You can see it in the video, how much the other units generate when he has the buff. There is a good point. Oh, well, except there's no... They didn't give us any footage where he's fighting Bellion, unfortunately. Oh, but we could see how much souls they generate. Singelica uses her S3 here. And we get 1, 2, 3 souls. Singelica's S3. Good Lord. I have too many Soul Weavers. Generates 3 souls. So it didn't double it. He didn't get 6. But just because Ludwig was here with Dawn, you didn't get 6 souls. You only got 3. Only actions taken during Ludwig's turn can generate souls against a Bellion. Otherwise, this would have been 6. Because it would have doubled the souls she gained. Alrighty. You guys going for Ludwig? What's your general consensus? Yeah, I know you're going for him, Cookie, but I'm curious about the rest of chat. Yes, I saw Tene in CZN. She looks great. I saw her weeks ago. She's been leaked for a while. I don't play CZN, guys, although I'm probably going to start playing CZN again. Maybe I'll do it like a brand new account, start out and try it out and see, because I am going to Anime Expo. So if you guys are in the greater Los Angeles area or are planning on traveling to Anime Expo and you want to come and meet me in person, I will be in the CZN and in the Morisi booth at Anime Expo the first week of July. So hope to see some of you guys there. Hang on. I got some pictures of the Tenebria. Let me see. Fuck it. Let's watch. It's the Tenebria you never knew you wanted. Pop Idol Tenebria.
なのにただ歌うのが楽しいという理由だけで成り行きでアイドルになった子に負ける。醜く嫉妬する自分の姿があまりにも滑稽で、だから余計嫌になるの。頂点に立つために疑い続けて必死に戦い続けてきたの。どうせこうなるんだったら、私は今まで何のために生きてきたの？アイドルか。そんなつまらない夢を叶えるために、あなたは必死に生きてるのですか？あなた、誰？あなたになり得たかもしれない存在。あなたが選んだ。
There it is. There it is.
私はあなたなんかとは違うアイドルよ。銀河一のアイドル。私はそうなるって決めたの。他の誰でもない。私が私の意志で。
Is she crazy there? The Queen of Nightmares in a game called Chaos Zero Nightmare. What did you think was gonna happen? When do we get CZN characters in E7? We got Kairon. I would like to see a crossover collab. Is Ludwig tomorrow? Ludwig is tonight. I mean, depending on where you live in the world, he is 9.5 hours away. 9.5 hours until Ludwig shows up. Yeah, what if the summer event is a crossover collab? Wouldn't that be cool? But yeah, I have no idea. Wow, 9.2 million. Sweet. I have no idea when the next collaboration is, guys. I wish I did. I'm glad I don't. Actually, I'm glad I have no idea, because if I had an idea, I'd probably be locked behind an NDA and couldn't tell you, and I hate not telling you things. I've directly asked multiple times, multiple Smilegate employees, and you know what they say? I don't know. Literally, they don't even get to know. It's like closed door stuff. The director and some lawyers and a handful of top-up people, they work that stuff out. And a lot of times the staff finds out basically when they say, hey, here's the stuff that we're prepping to put out there tomorrow, and then you can let everybody know. The chances of leaks are so... How often do things happen in Epic 7 that don't get data mined? right? And collaborations, man, you let that out of the bag, you get known as the company that can't keep their mouths shut about collaboration agreements, and suddenly collaboration opportunities dry up. So it's not surprising that the lid is kept on tight and that nobody knows until the last minute, because the only way to keep a secret between two people is if the other one is dead. So it is always kept very tight-lipped, very top secret. And anytime you guys say, hey, Tristen, you hear anything about a collaboration? My answer is always going to be no, or nobody say anything to me, because that's legitimate the way it is. I can tell you this, though. I have not signed any NDAs, so you know I'm not just blowing smoke. I don't know anything about collaboration, but I do know this. Collaborations make Smilegate more money than just about any other aspect of the game. They love doing them. They want to do them. They are always working towards it. It is a process. You're dealing with a whole other IP and representing them in a different graphical style. So you got to get them to sign off on them being like, yes, that's totally fine. That's the way we want our assets to look in your game. That's the things we want to say. You got to agree on price points, launch dates, launch windows, cross advertising, how you're going to promote it. Scripts have to be drafted. Voice actors have to be contracted. Sample voices, lines have to be sent to the other company to say, yeah, that's good. We're fine with our units sounding like that, even though it's a different VA in our anime. All that stuff has to get done. And even then, people can pull out last minute. So it is a process and is not just as simple as picking up the phone and saying, hey, can you give me $50, or I'll give you $50 if you let me put your asset in my game? And they're like, bet. It's never that simple. It is a complicated, drawn out process. And with how much effort and time and the volume of people that it has to go through to create a collaboration in this game, from artists to voice actors to script writers. Other games is a lot more simple. A lot of other games, you slap the assets into Unreal Engine, you generate some sprites. Other games don't even go that far. They say it's a collaboration, and the only difference is maybe a login, splash screen, and some music. Smilegate goes the extra effort. Collaborations in this game are done with detail and passion to a level that other games don't emulate. So, because that is both our flaw and one of the most endearing things about collabs in E7. You really feel like the units are a part of our universe. You really get to experience the story, and when Fahrakin was here, it was almost like getting a whole new episode of Fahrakin outside of the anime. When Slime was here, it was like that too. And I like that. I would rather it be 1 to 2 collabs every 2 years than some half-ass phoned-in collabs that or just pull my finger collabs and are mostly just here to advertise the game and not really enrich the game. So anyway, enough on that. Hopefully something soon. Oh my god, I so hate farming this event. But I guess we need to get ready for Ludwig, so let's go ahead and get Breach up and running. Wish we'd get CZN units. I talked about this earlier, right? A CZN collab looks like a great idea on paper, and it would be, but what's the reason you do a collaboration? Manamaniac, you tell me, what would be the reason if you were John Q. Smilegate running the show, what would be the reason you would want to do a collaboration? That's part of it, Dark Soul, but that's actually the secondary thing. I mean, it always ends with that. The whole reason to run a business is to get money, but how do you get money? Yeah, different audience, bringing more people in. More people coming in means cross promotion, more hype gen around the game. That means more people trying, and people that join this game, they generally play this game, they love it, and they stick with it, right? I mean, the early game experience in Epic 7 is beyond the pale. It is such a good and fun experience. More so than just about any other game, we've got one of the best honeymoon periods out there. And if somebody plays this game and sticks with it for a month, they'll probably stick with it for a year. And if they don't like pass out of it immediately, it's going to get their hooks into them, and they're going to be here. And you play something that long, you wind up supporting it. You wind up spending a little bit of money. Ludwig is not limited. So yeah, collaborations bring in entire audiences you never had before. The K-pop collab with aespa didn't generate a ton of money, but it brought in a metric F ton of people. There are 3 people in my guild that are here because of the aespa collab. So yeah, it brings people into the game, and that eventually translates into money, but also into promotion, which also translates into money. It always ends in money, but that's the simple answer. The more complex answer is to bring in people. Now, let's circle back around to who plays Epic 7 that has never heard of CZN? Who plays CZN that has never heard of Epic 7? I mean, let's be real. When CZN came out, it was basically 99% Epic 7 players and creators. They hired other exterior creators to help promote CZN to try to draw in more audiences. But if we cross-pollinated CZN, if we brought the entire CZN community over to Epic 7, how many new players would we logistically get? Not a lot, right? I mean, we get some, but not a lot. Once CZN gets a little longer in the tooth, once it's differentiated itself, once they've done things like Anime Expo where they're promoting CZN heavily and doing lots of advertisements for it, have other creators. Once CZN gets a audience of players that are playing CZN that have never heard of E7, now it's ripe for a collab. Now you can cross-pollinate, and it's a huge boon for both games to get people in E7 who've never heard of CZN and people in CZN who've never heard of E7, and then both communities are enriched, and it's more worth the time and effort to put that collaboration in. So that's why I think it hasn't happened. This is just me spitballing. This is not from Smilegate. This is nothing official. It's just me thinking about it from if I was running the show, what would I do standpoint, and I would let the communities differentiate a bit, and then I would merge them back together with a collaboration down the road. Maybe second anniversary kind of stuff, which we're not far from. CZN is getting close to a year old. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Want to see how I bullied one Korean player in RTA? Ain't Biblis grand. -1 Epic 7 player. Good job, Rastafarius. Collab with Miriasi? Yeah, I mean, why not? Then why do we get E7 units in CZN? Just using assets they own the rights to? Or prepping for the future, Manamaniac? Or they might blow me away and 3 weeks from now announce a CZN collab with E7. That could happen. I'm just saying they may say now that, they look at the metrics, they look at the logins, they look at the names, they look at the regions, they got all that info. You'd be shook how much info freaking developers can see when you log into their games, right? And they might say, okay, time's right. We see a good differentiation community. Let's drop the collab now. Let's do it as part of the anniversary. Let's use it as a way to build hype and excitement for both games. You might be right. I don't know. I know when we all saw Tenebria, that was the first thing we thought is, here we go. But yeah, shared universe, it might just be setting the stage for it down the road. Actually, I'd rather log into E7 instead of CZN. That's one of the nice things about E7 and CZN. E7 is very PvP focused and CZN is exclusively PvE focused. So people that want the competitive, combative side, the esports side of the game with a really good story and insane animation can play E7. For people who want story and animation, but they don't necessarily want the competitive side, they want a chill side game where they can grind and grow, you got CZN. They're similar enough to be familiar, but different enough that one's going to scratch an itch, the other doesn't. So they resonate well, and I think people who main one game can side game the other one for a little bit of a break and a little bit of variety. I don't think anybody's going to main both games unless they don't have a job or family or don't sleep, but it's set up in such a way that whichever one does it for you, that one you can main. Did I just call you out there, Curry Delight? Sorry, didn't mean to drag any of you guys under the bus with me. Well, that's the nice thing, Gagus, about having both games, is you don't let one burn you out. You play one until you're like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it right now, and then you go play the other. I did, Remiel. Looks like October, I think, is the projected date. Knowing Square, I don't put much stock in that. I often get disappointed by Square Enix and their release dates, but hopefully it comes out in October. That'll be fun. I love E7 because PvP is fun. I know plenty of people that would disagree with you. Will I stream it? Maybe. I mean, I came to Epic 7 from Brave Exvius, and I played the hell out of that game. Here's one for you, Free Rin. Pow! Pop! Get rid of this. Hey guys, I gotta grab this call real quick. Give me 1 second.
Tristen, there is this web novel called The Return of the Mount Huasset, and I feel like you should write a parody on it called Return of the Blue Huasset.
Watch this hit kill on a miss. Blue Huasset. Mount Huasset. Okay, I'll check it out. Bye, RB. EP poof. Oh, I didn't kill. Hey you, back of the line. I'm not done beating on you now. Oh my god, resisted? Ain't 15% grand. Surely that's a 400 ER Nodos, guys. Surely. Ow. Whether we win or lose is all dependent on who has less HP. You're 300 HP down and you are 300 HP down. Who is Notos going to hit? Surely he will target. We win. That was not 50-50. It was completely calculated. Gotta be lucky, guys. You can't throw him to the back of the line. Inside of Dominion, you can CR manipulate him. You can't CR manipulate him outside. His res is double. Oh, that's true. His res is double. He still shouldn't have been able to resist me. Gadoosh. Gadoosh, 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 gadoosh. Oh shit, don't hit my ROM. Don't hit my ROM. Don't hit my ROM. That's fine. Who is better, RNL or Nodos? What tastes better, pizza or ice cream? You're comparing a cleave aggro unit to a turn 2 bruiser. I think early game Nodos is way higher win rate. I think actually Nodos is way higher win rate, but I just like RNL better. Ooh, this one's fun. Oh, fuck it. We're faster. We're faster. We don't care. You into you, into you, into you. Activate you, and... What does my Saria look like? She's amazing. I I know I'm faster. I'm not doing this because I'm worried about my speed. I'm not scared or anything. I'm just doing this to show you how good Vildred is. Yeah, that's it. You're not using Salome much? No. See, it was fine. It was fine. She's really freaking good. Salome and what's her name? Salome and Estelle are just kind of the meta right now. Incoming! Notice is easier to ban than RNL, right? I mean, it just depends how you play your game. Bam! Flip him the bird. Sorry, flip him the bird. Notice is harder to build now, requires doing Rift. You know what? That's a really fucking good point. If you don't have warfare sets, it's a lot easier to build RNL. It's actually easier to get 22 speed on 4 pieces of gear than it is to frickin' farm a good warfare set. Is Salome better than RNL? I think so. Salome also has a much longer lifespan. But I mean, again, pizza and ice cream, guys. You're comparing two very different things. Can't use the shark into this nerd. She mates cleaving hard. But I'm not worried about speed here, so let's just absolutely destroy this team. What a silly team. Dead. Here you go. Hold this. Ow! Stop it! Oh, Arby! Arby, you jerk! Oh, you just get shot in the face. Man. This Vildred guy, huh? Okay. You got top model Lulica. How do you build her? Fast with damage. You build her pretty much exactly like you build RNL. There's not that much of a difference between the two. Do not try to emulate mine. This way lies madness. She's got some of my best speed DPS gear on. But there you go. Just shoot for like enough damage to kill things. This artifact is her best in slot. Lets you run 85% crit chance, and then just try to build as much damage and speed as you can. I mean, does this look familiar, right? Like RNL, just build her as fast as you can with as much damage as you can at 100% crit. As much damage as you can, as fast as you can, 100% crit. They do compete for the same gear because they both have kind of the same job. They go first and execute something. 291 is fine. Just realize you'll probably have to run her with speed imprints and don't try to race. Pick her a little bit later after you're sure you can speed imprint up. If they start out picking like a Bossarunka and no Estelle, her value dropped a lot when Estelle came out because Estelle makes it hard for her to kill Bossarunkas. Oh my god, is that a deity raid? This ancient forgotten deity risen from the ashes, streaming Epic 7 again. Welcome, brother man. Thank you so much for the raid. Hey, Deity, are you going to Anime Expo next month? If so, first round's on me. I'll see you there. You guys want to see something fun? I think you're going to like this. I hope it works. I hope that Biblis doesn't... No, it's not going to work because of the frickin' Biblis. It might work. It might work. It might be fine. Okay, check this out. You're going to DM me about that? Yeah, DM me about it, man. Okay, we do this. We push everything back. We soul burn. Activates our DN. Ow! We go all wolf girl on her ass, and that'll stop these from going any higher, and hopefully that means my Shuri doesn't die horribly. And we can S2, which strips, so we'll strip the immunity. Strippy strip. Oh my god, she resisted. Welp. Now we're screwed. Man, I want you guys to take just a minute to appreciate this. I don't know, maybe I screwed up. Maybe I screwed... It's been so long since I used this team. Maybe she lost gear. She lost some gear. I used to have her at 250, but still, 200 effectiveness? How many 300 ER freaking Lady of the Scales do you see out there? How many 200 ER Lady of the Scales do you see out there? Now, you know what? It defies my belief in a benevolent God that was actually high res. We're going to do this again. Yours is 250. $264. That's still a coin toss. Okay, so what you guys are saying is I need to up the effectiveness on my silk. Yeah. Yeah, she's just that effective. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. It's okay. We'll fix our silk. We'll fix our silk and then it will all be fine. Okay. Okay, there's 40 more effectiveness on her. I think it's about the best that I can do. Let's not talk crazy. If this doesn't work, it's going to have to be an artifact. Ow. Okay, guys, if she resists, she's just the better player. Wait a minute. This bullshit doesn't hide this, does it? Does it? Yeah, you can't use undispellable to negate. Okay, strip. That's what I'm talking about. We're back in action, guys. We did not cut. Ouch. Bye, Silk. I bet it was double 15. It could have been. Oh, well. Why I don't use that team anymore. Pop. But the important thing is we stripped the debuff. When's RTA season end? We think the second week of July. July 11th, but it's not confirmed yet. Okay, let's just fight easy fights. This one's so easy, we don't even have to watch the fight. You want your illy skin? They haven't even shown it off yet, or have they? I don't think they have. What the absolute... Yeah, so I mean, we're still a bit of ways if they haven't shown it yet. Ooh, this one makes it easy. Oh, never mind, we're out of flags. Do we get any good gear from the new garbage sets? Guys, please don't farm these sets. I mean, if you want to get a few of them to fart around with it, fine, but None of these sets do anything you can't do with other pieces of gear. They make some units a little bit better. Have I played Skyrim? I'm playing a modded version of Skyrim. It's got over 3,600 mods to it. It's basically turned Skyrim into Dark Souls. It's really, really good. And my computer heats up the room big time when running it. It's absolutely beautiful. So yeah. I love me some rim in the sky. Let's see. What are we going to do here? I can sort. Okay, I'm already sorted by speed already, so it makes it easier to... I thought it was. Hang on. Oh yeah, sort by substat speed, and that makes it easier to find the pieces I want to fuck with. Okay, let's get to speed checking, guys. Did I play Elden Ring? No, my monitor is really expensive, so I can't play Elden Ring. No. That's dead. That is dead. That's dead. What do you mean what? My monitor is very expensive, so I can't play Elden Ring. Speed check, speed check, speed check. Resist is weird. Nope. You're not going to break your monitor. If I play Elden Ring, there's a high chance my fist would go through a monitor. Ooh. Potential. We really need to hit speed, though. This one is okay. That's terrible. And there we go. Okay, phew. Keep it. This one is dead. This one is actually still viable because it's effectiveness main. That we keep going. This one, oh God, it's freaking... Are there any slow units that use Fervor Set? There aren't, right? There aren't any Fervor Set units that are slow, are there? Maybe CDOM. Genesis Ross doesn't use Fervor Set. CDOM does, though. Genesis Ross doesn't use Fervor Set. Teyu's good. CDOM. Yeah, I think those are the only two. We'll keep trying it here. This one, though, is bricked. And this one is still chance. Okay, we keep going here. Keep that died horribly. This one, I think, has finally died a horrible death. Okay, the speed helps. The speed helps. And this one is... No, no effectiveness. We're quitting on that one. Alrighty, last chances. Oh! This one ended nicely. This one's going on CDOM. That one's going on CDOM. This one, it's just weird. Some PvE unit will want it, I guess. You guys want to see a sexy CDOM? Where did it go? It'll get her to 210 speed, but God, I'm plummeting on damage. This I'll make back, right? Because I can mod the 9%, but we're gonna go from 39 crit damage down to like, we're gonna lose 20 crit damage just to get 7 speed. I'm not doing it, guys. I'm not doing it. This CDOM's already insane. Let's see if we can use the CDOM. What's your gear score? Here's my EPing. If you're a cleaver, you're in Ruby. If you're a turn 2 player, you're in Sapphire, because Smogate has no idea how to calculate CP. In my meeting, that was something that I pushed hard for, was them to adjust CP so that it makes more sense, that it treats bruiser units stats bruisery, and it treats speed units stat speedy, so that we get a more accurate. Right now, CP doesn't mean shit, and everybody hates this. Everybody hates this. Arena. Let's see. I can't do anything into Biblis with CDOM is the problem. All right, maybe. This is going to make things weird, though. Okay, hang on. Let's try something, right? Let's get rid of a chunk of their evasion. We'll how to outspeed this. Litica. CDOM. And we'll take our own RNL in and just be way faster than him. That should be enough to get CDOM take a turn, then Litica can go make sure they take a turn. Arby's going to be a huge-ass problem for us. Arby's just going to come back to life and one-shot our fucking team. We'll have to rely on skill null to stop it. I think this is doomed, but I want to try it. I just want to see how hard she hits. Crit for you. Another crit. C-Dom's creeping up the line. We S3. We hit that. We push up. Fuck. I can't shoot Arby or he'll just come back to life and kill my whole fucking team. I gotta wait for Lidica. Okay, you know what? That's fine. We'll just S1 here. That's 22,000 damage without a soul burn. 22,000 damage. Okay, we can burn this. Nice. And I guess we push our... Oh, wait, we do this. Fuck! No! We found the last Arby on Alexa's basket too. Don't die, team! No! They killed my C-Dom. Tragedy. Ow. Quit it. How embarrassing for Arby to be killed by Xeno. Okay, let's find somebody where my Lidica can go first. And there's no Biblis. Okay, how about this? Eh? Are you picking up what I'm laying down? Can you dig? Oh well, worth a try. Alrighty. Here's the trick. A good chunk of this is going to bleed into Arby, so it's not going to hit anywhere near as hard as we think. If I hit her, I have a better chance of killing her and Arby. And then she can take this out. I'm going to try this. Pow! Woo! Now that's a lot of damage. Okay, I could S3, but if I S1, that's more chances for C-Dom to go back to the front of the line. Hit, hit. Never mind, she doesn't crit. C-Dom doesn't move at all. I'm a dumbass. Okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine, because we got the burn. We got the burn. We don't have a burn. Okay, we pop. We S1, C-Dom pushes. She's not going to get to take a turn, and he's going to target her, and it's not going to be fun. Stupid game. No! My bunny! He killed the rabbit. jerk. Ow. CDOM deserves damage limit. You are not wrong. And Melissa deserves an ML? True. Bye, Nodos. Okay, so far 100% win rate with CDOM as a cheerleader. It just occurred to me that damage limit, or that Biblis's reflect doesn't do shit if you kill. Right? Doesn't do shit if we kill. Holy crap, what are they feeding these witches? Pow! 42k damage through a barrier. Did you guys like that? Pow! 63k damage. Unfortunately, no soul burn this time. Pow! So only 13k damage. Woo! It's like the white rabbit from the Holy Grail. No souls, no fun. Too much evasion. Free Ren. Nobody has fun comps to fight. Wait, we can do this one. There ain't nobody here super fast, so let's just get Bellion on board. Tonight, Tristen. I know. But then why'd you pick mages? Shut up. Okay, let's get it. When people ask me if I'm okay, and I'm not okay, because there's people who build Fumirs that have 400 speed on it, and that's not okay. The fuck was that? Okay, you know what? You know what? Screw that Fumir. Hang on, hang on. $99 is fine. 99's fine. I ain't done with you, Fumi. You're not by a long shot. Who is this guy? $315 monster. Or $314, somewhere in there, yeah. Everybody say, bye, Nodos. Bye. It's been real. It's been real, Nodos. Pow! 131,000 damage. Yeah, we probably should have killed freaking Fumir. Oh, never mind. We don't need to burn. Pop. We do need to hit. We didn't. Ouch. We're going S1, double chance to crit. We didn't crit on anything. We'll do this while we're wearing the skill null, so when Arby comes back, he doesn't kill anything. Pow! Arby's back, guys, and he's pissed. Do I think we need to keep more copies of the RN artifact from the shop? Absolutely not. It's not a good artifact, guys. It only has one use, and that's to put on RNL for people who do not have Violet's Talisman. It's basically shittier Violet's Talisman, and how many places are you using Violet's Talisman? Stop countering me! But thank you for not hitting CDOM. Y'all ready for this? I don't even care that I'm blind. On a miss, 10,000 damage. Nobody else can use that artifact? Nope. Yeah, it's like you ordered a Violet's Talisman from Wish.com and they sent you that artifact. It's not very good. It's a great free-to-play option because not everybody has a plus 24 or higher Violet's Talisman. If you have a plus 15 or 18 Violet's Talisman, then I would use that artifact. But if you have a plus, even a plus 21 is kind of a push. But if you have a plus 24 or better Violet's Talisman, you use Violet's Talisman on her. It gets her to 100% evasion. It gives her significantly more attack. The only thing you lose out on is the boost to speed, which she doesn't need. And a lot of people are like, oh, but the boost to speed helps her damage. No, it doesn't. The damage boost is based on her speed at the start of the fight. Now, I guess the other option would be if you have Violet's Talisman, but you want to run it on a different unit, then you can put that Violet's Talisman on a different unit and run her own artifact on her. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not that this is a bad artifact, but are you really going to say, hey, I can get some more speed after 3 turns, but I'm going to run 90% evasion? Or are you going to say, I'll lose a little bit of in-fight speed for 100% evasion? I think any of you guys that have fought Afternoon Soak Flan already know the answer to that one. That's my take. Yeah, you could run RNL, you could run Wind Rider. Wind Rider's a pretty nasty tech. You could be a total douche and run this. So yeah, there's plenty of options, right? I think Wind Rider is one of the nastier techs, right? She goes first, she kills something, and then she's stealthed, and her next attack obliterates. It's pretty sexy. But then you're running 70% evasion. Wind Rider and Arnell have no evasion at all, so you're leaning heavily into the cheese. Would I recommend Riposte set on Arnell? No, it's a bad idea. You lose all your damage. She's got two builds, right? There are two Arnells. They're at the top end. At the top end, there is this. This is a Volcanic's Arnell, and it's, in my opinion, the best damage Arnell on the server I've seen so far. It's really fast, 3k 200. He's even 40 damage more than that. This will blow things up, and it's fast enough to usually take the first turn. This is your best Arnell. The second kind of RNL is an anti-cleave RNL. It's just designed to always go first, maybe even outspeed Zeos, but not do damage. And that's this RNL. This RNL is not going to do much damage. It's really not going to do any damage. It's going to miss crit here and there, and even when it crits, it's not going to hit very hard, but it will take out a squishy. It will break a cleave. It will stop somebody from going first. So this is a great anti-cleave RNL, and this is a great aggro DPS RNL. Those are the two versions. If I could build both of these, I would build this one, because I like my damage dealing units to do damage. I think this one's not a good build. Unless all you want it for is to shut down people trying to cleave you, then this is pretty insane. This is Xjello's build, by the way. Xjello is, I believe, the fastest player on global server. There are some people on either Korea or Asia server that outspeed him, but Xjello, I believe, is currently the fastest player on global server. So you will never see an RNL faster than this if you queue into global. If you're trying to math out how fast you want your Zeos to be at the top end of the game. Mine looks like this, just 10 speeds slower. I think mine is very similar, if not more damage. Yeah, I'm 40 less crit damage, but I'm 600 more attack, and I think with the impact of the artifact boosting attack, I think mine does do more damage, but it's very, very close. They're very, very similar. Is it okay with no damage like that? No, if you wanted to do damage, that's why I just got done saying. That's why I just got saying. If I could build an RNL, I would build this one. In fact, I did build this one. It's just with my gear, she's only 318. The only purpose this kind of an RNL serves is busting up cleaves and killing squishies. So yeah, if you want to like hard stop people who are trying to cleave you, this RNL is great because it will execute one of the key components of a cleave and the guy will top right. But if you want to use her in aggro, you want to use her to kill things behind Baka, you want to use her to actually do damage, you need to put damage on her. So you can do it either way. I could do I mean, I could just run this, right? I mean, I could just do this, but she's not killing anything. All she is doing is stopping people from cleaving me back and then letting me use the rest of my team, the rest of my turn 2 team to win the fight. Some guy tries to cleave me, I slam this on 3, and then everything else is Salome, Ruel, Estelle, Baka, and I win that fight. Because he won't be able to cleave me through this. This will just execute one of his cleaves. But if I want to use her as a part of cleave, use her as a part of aggro, then the left side is better. You got to find your own way. You got to decide what job you want her to have. And anybody's saying maybe get both and build both. I'm like, I wish I had your speed gear. But you got to decide what you want her to do. Do you like playing turn 2 and you hate playing cleave aggro? Then build the right side. Because that will let you play turn 2 into cleave and have a cleave buster. Do you like playing aggro? Do you like doing damage? Do you like initiating other units? Then play left side. And don't... 318 is going to go first most of the time anyway. You know what the difference between 318 speed, 329 speed, and 342 speed is? Nothing. If I ban their Zeo, I get to go first. Handful of Renoxel outspeed me, but that's about it. So figure where you want her to go. If your second fastest unit is 301, then maybe 329 is a little bit crazy. Maybe you should dial that back a little bit and spread your speed around a little bit to make your aggressive teams faster. You only have to be 5% faster than your opponent. That's it. And I know it's really easy to say that, but that's all you gotta be, is 5% faster than your opponent. You see the left-hand or the right-hand side there? Do you think I was worried about having 329 speed on my Zeo? I knew I got to go first. Now, if my opponent picked Renok and double speed imprint, I would have pivoted, because I don't know if I could contest that. Oh, shit, cancel. Fucking A, my gear is not in the right places since we redid that Litica. Ooh. So yeah, never look at other people's units and say, wow, I can't do that. I guess I don't get to play the unit. You can. I used to cleave at 280 speed. I helped new players cleave at 270 speed. You've just got to pick and choose your fights and know when you can no longer race and it's time to pivot, know how to implement your speed imprints, and know how to bait your opponent into thinking you're not cleaving. Lead with Ruel and Freerin and watch them try to respond in kind, not with cleave, and then your last three you can pivot into cleave and ruin them. I am not first pick, so let's fuck. Okay. Banning Zeo? You monster. And Harsetti? This guy really wants to cleave. And Politis? Dude, am I getting stream sniped? Does this guy know who I am? What do we do here? Okay, enjoy the ride, buddy. This is the game you wanted to play. I know, right, Mistelic? Trixie. Ow, 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 ow. I wonder if he's got her on the weakening set. How much of a DPS unit is this asshole mancer? She can be built for really high damage. I might just be 12 kinds of dead here. Oh yeah, I know what the Elena pick was about. GG, buddy. Nice DPS Politis he had there. I did not expect the damage on the Politis. What would have been a better last two picks? Because he backed me into a corner with that. I couldn't pre-ban her. This is a clever draft. Does Biblis work? He would have just banned it. I mean, I probably, instead of Setska, I probably could have gone Elena. I think if I had gone Elena, I would have been fine. The Notice would have just gotten killed. It was too good of a cleave. I think my answer was Elena. Elena on 4 and Ivana on 5. I thought about Elena on 3. I really did. And then I thought, what can I do to solo DPS this? But I think Elena on 3 and I had a way forward. All right, Green Celine. Nah, would have just bounced off of his Bryce area and then he cleaved me. Green Celine's terrible into Bry. That was an interesting fight. I liked that one. I like fights where I learned something, and I learned a little bit. Mostly how to get my ass kicked. All right, guys. I gotta go put the news broadcast together. I gotta go take care of some work-related stuff, so I think we're going to wrap it up here. Anything you want to see or do real quick before I raid us off? Meanwhile, I'm going to go and find somebody who is streaming Epic 7. Oh, it's a brand new streamer named Sue. He's helping new players out. So let's go check out Sue and show him some support. See if he is excited about Abed Ludwig. I will catch you guys maybe tonight. Maybe I'll log in tonight and do some polls. Otherwise, tomorrow morning. If you guys are going for Ludwig, I wish you the best of luck. I do encourage you to sit back, wait, and examine him and make sure he is right for you, because the timing couldn't be worse for saving up for the future. If you have any questions, join my Discord, shoot at me, Sir Tilt. I did see your message. I will DM you here in just a minute. I will catch all the rest of you later. Bye-bye. Bye, bye, bye.
Back off, or else was I punished?
Worry not. The doctor is here.
You dead here on that?
Your attitude.
Yeah.
Kneel. Ow!
All that's left is ruin.
I need Bologna to take a fucking turn, bro.